Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. So the paid request is time for James. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, PayPal is usually the best bet, or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this time I'm talking about Breaking Bad Season 2, Episodes 5 and 6. Now, I've been quite enjoying Breaking Bad, the TV show. Here we are in Season 2. And been very intrigued with what's going on so far with the story. I thought Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul both do a wonderful job. By this point in the show, they just had this deal with Tuco where they barely escaped. Dean Norris, playing the character Hank, who Bryan Cranston's character knows, he had to take down Tuco and shoot him. By this point, he's getting praise, he gets promoted, but the shooting took a bit more toll on him than he thought. He's having these panic attacks. I thought that was pretty interesting to have a bit of focus on Dean Norris's character. I do like that actor. His character definitely has a good affable quality to him, a likable quality. I really felt sorry for him when he's going through these panic attacks. And was it this one or the next one? Because he actually had me review 4 episodes. Actually, no, that's the next one. Episode 7. Because what happens later, I'll just say with the turtle. That was pretty insane, but we're not there yet. Basically, it's nice to see. It's a bit of this like PTSD shot type of thing. He'll hear these bottles popping off, and he has his gun out, and he's trying to handle it, but not doing the best job of deal with it. Meanwhile, Bryan Cranston, he's realizing just how much hospital bills are. Like, oh, things may be getting better, maybe, but he has this $13,000 hospital bill, and you see him throw this hope pin away, and he's flushing the toilet, and he sees this pack of empty cigarette pack, confronts his wife about it, which is understandable. I mean, you're smoking. He's like, well, 3 cigarettes won't do anything. You're still smoking and you're pregnant. I mean, so I don't care if it's 3 or 300. Granted, there's a big difference between that, but you're still smoking and you're pregnant. Like, come on now. Get your head out of your ass, lady. But the biggest takeaway from these 2 episodes is getting to know more about Aaron Paul's character in terms of what kind of person he is. Because in episode 5, we see that he gets a new place to live. He meets this girl. I thought the little bit of dialogue between them, how they slowly start to like each other, that seems rather sweet. I'm pretty sure that's not going to end well later on. I'm just assuming with this kind of show. But it's still nice to see the slow development where he's kind of nervous and talking with her, and he's just trying to get this new place set up. Actually, I think it's episode 7 or 8. I forget which one. Yeah, episode 7. So, in the next one, I'm jumping ahead, where they're kind of slowly touching, hands in like a sweet way. So as I see that bit of that build up, and Aaron, now he's got a new place, now he's paying off some debts, he's trying to be a little bit more responsible and goes, listen, we need to get this distribution deal going so I don't get my friends to do it, and that's going to help with the money and finances. It's going to help with the money that you owe and you need, your $13,000. But one of his buddies gets jumped by these junkies, one of them giggling like a horror film, and they get like 1,000 or so taken. Walt, Bryan Cranston's pissed off about that and says, you need to take care of it, and here's a gun, you need to take care of some business. So you have Aaron Paul being discombobulated, and that'll lead to the episode 6 of him trying to take care of business while he's trying to get a little bit of some stuff on, trying to get a little bit on his feet and not be as irresponsible. And you definitely see this change in Bryan Cranston's character, where he's doing more nefarious things. He's more open to doing more nefarious things. He's more open to doing more things that may screw someone over in order to serve his own benefit or his own family's benefit. So you definitely see that change going in Walt's psyche, Bryan Cranston's character's mind, and his actions are reflecting that. So as you're watching this all the way through as like one big story, it's nice to see that development slowly enter the fray when you get into this part of the show. Like I said, I like the spotlight on Dean Norris's character, and he you could tell like he's not as tough as he thinks he is. Even this Prezi he got of Tuco's grill, he throws it. Granted, it looks like to be quite a bit of penny, because it looked like there were diamonds and stuff, so I would say I'd break it and sell the damn thing. That's what I would do, sell it and get some money out of it. Unless it's not as expensive as it looks. But he throws it away as sort of a, listen, I'm not as tough as I think it is, and people think I am. I'm not sure if I deserve this promotion. He's not saying that, but we can see it through his actions. I thought this was a decent build-up to episode 6, where you do have a couple things with Bryan Cranston's character where he's trying to find money. It's found out that he told his wife that he was getting his money from this other group, but that's not the case. So he has to confront that lady. It pretty much tells her off finally, like something he's been wanting to do forever, saying, Gretchen, you cut me out. What are you talking about? Like, you left. You cut me out. You made all this money based on stuff. Like, the stuff he had hidden deep down that in the first, second, third episode he would never have said, never admitted, never told. But now, can't stand no more. And he's going to be honest. He's going to be brutal. And he says, fuck you. And then lies to his wife saying, oh yeah, we can't get money from them. They're broke. They just won't admit it. We'll get money somewhere else. But it's mostly Aaron Paul's story in this episode, which I really enjoyed. It does showcase what Aaron Paul, his character, deep down sensibility, that he may not be a perfect guy, but he's a decent guy overall. But he's going to get the money. And it shows how he's not the most experienced, because he finds the junkie's place that the money was taken. The junkies that took one of his friend's money that was owed. And he doesn't quite know what he's doing, so he gets in the way of the post office lady, and she's oblivious. Oh, you here? Oh, I gotta get through. Oh, sorry. I thought that was kind of a funny moment. That also shows, again, Aaron's inexperience in this field in terms of his character. And he gets into the place and he sees how much of a cesspool it is, and the junkies are not there now. And I guess they have a kid, and the kid is just wandering around and watches TV, and he's like, why are you watching this? But there's only one channel. And like he's trying to be playful with the kid, and he's trying to do like peekaboo, and he feeds him for a bit, and you see that he does have a bit of a heart to him. If anything else, this showcases the most so far that Aaron Paul's character does have a decent bit of a heart to him. Maybe a flawed character, like all these characters are flawed. But I did like the bit of business of him trying to help the kid. And then when the junkies come back, like whoever they cast for the female junkie, they did an excellent job, because she seemed like a female, like a junkie. With the makeup and the way she's acting, she's like, you give me one hit of that, I'll be any mother you want. Like Snaggletooth, like, I mean, I bought it hook, line, and sinker that she was a fucked up junkie. And in spoilers, they knock him out, and they get the gun from him. But while he's knocked out, he's slowly starting to wake up, and you find out that these two junkies had an ATM machine that they stole. And one keeps calling the girl a skank, and she's like, I ain't a skank. Oh, skank. And this show does have his kind of, I didn't see that quite coming moments, and that's one of the fun things is like when the body was melted and it went through the damn floor in the bathtub, or some of the other stuff, like at episode 7 with the turtle. What was it? Yeah, episode 7 with the turtle. I'm like, okay, I didn't see that. Like, so it's definitely some moments of whoa, shit. In this case, she tips the damn ATM machine and crushes the guy's head. And of course, Aaron Paul freaks out. The junkie don't care. She's off to go sleep. Aaron doesn't know what to do. So the ATM machine opens. He's able to take all that money. And he's ready to leave. But again, there's a bit of heart to him. And I did like this where he kind of flips the phone, 911, and takes the kid out of there and says, what does he say? Listen, kid, don't go back there no matter what. Stay out here. You have a good rest of your life, kid, alright? You have a good rest of your life. So, the little bit that he has tried to help this kid is probably the most help this kid has ever gotten from anybody. With these piece of trash, junkie parents. Well, I don't know if the guy was his dad. Maybe not. I don't know. But at least the mom. So 911, they're coming there, and at least maybe the kid will get some kind of help in some way, shape, or form, and some kind of good could result in this, possibly. So I thought it was a nice showcase of Aaron Paul. I thought he did a really good job acting, both frenzied and scared, and being friendly, playful with the kid. I thought it was a good showing of that character. They see a bit more three-dimensional quality to that character. I thought that was really nice to see. And like I said, episode 5 was a nice little build-up to that in episode 6. And I quite enjoyed. I would say episode 6 is definitely one of my favorite episodes of season 2 so far. The whole, again, just to see a bit more of Aaron Paul's character, his true colors showing, so to speak. So it was nice to see. And like I said, didn't think someone's head would be crushed by an ATM machine, but there you go. You never quite know what's going to happen next. And that's the interesting part of the show. So to give credit where credit is due on that. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say other than, like I said, I haven't really, well, the next 2 episodes, other than the turtle bit, they're okay. I would say episode 5 and 6 I probably liked a bit more than 7 and 8, but 7 and 8 are fine, but I'll get to that in, the next video. Might as well keep it short. But yeah, enjoying my time so far with the show. Definitely see what's going to happen next. Thanks to James, among other people, and we'll see you guys in a bit. Later.